Listen to this. Today is the youngest you'll ever be. And it's time to embrace your Act 3. Queen Diane Gilman sparked a denim revolution dressing some of Hollywood's top celebrities. And now she's sharing her story and life lessons in her new book, Too Young to Be Old, How to Stay Vibrant, Visible, and Forever in Blue Jeans. Welcome, Diane.
Hi. You know, you're my favorite, one of my favorite networks. I watched your weather like 14 times a morning.
Hold up. So did you did you grow up watching Pix?
No, I actually grew up in Southern California.
A Southern Cali girl who loves Pix.
Yeah, absolutely. Came to New York and never left. 50 years later, here I am.
Unbelievable. First of all, thank you for joining us.
Oh, pleasure.
It is an honor. I love today is the youngest you'll ever be.
Yep.
What does that mean exactly?
What it means to me is don't complain about where you're at in life, and that really and truly, aging gets such a bad rap.
Yeah.
It is such a privilege to age, and really, specifically, they say your 70s are your happiest decade ever.
Is that right?
Yeah.
My grandfather, Grandpa Harry, used to always say, and he lived to 88, he used to say, youth is wasted on the young. And he passed away, 14 years ago. I never knew what he meant until I got into my 40s.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, Grandpa, now I know what you're talking about. It makes complete sense. We got the book.
Here's the book.
Here's the book.
Too Young to Be Old. And at 77, truly, I am too young to be old.
So talk to us about these empowering life lessons that you illustrate in this book and how it brought you to this place in your life.
I think that I'm somebody who's taken every negative aspect, every no, every door slammed, and turned it around. And then the really empowering moment for me, believe it or not, was when I got breast cancer. And the doctor said to me, women like you do the very best because you've worked so hard all your life. So I took I tried to take a year and a half off, and it became a year. And I said, okay, here's my new job. My new job is saving my life. And when I came out the other end, I decided to go natural with my hair.
I love it, by the way.
Thank you so much. To own my age, to own my truth for where I am, and to speak up for my Silverella sisterhood, because I think aging gets such a negative rap. When you see television, what do you see? 10,000 drug commercials that are all about little old white-haired ladies like me. And it just doesn't need to be that way. I am truly so enjoying this decade.
At what points did you make a shift, right? Because I feel like we all talk about, oh, I started off my profession doing this, and then I pivoted, and that's where I found my true self.
I introduced washable silk to America.
Washable silk?
Yeah, in the late...
Well, thank you very much, because I possess plenty of washable silk. Thank you for that.
Did that in the late 80s, and then I got into tele-retailing in the mid-90s. I was in a lawsuit. I couldn't use my name in my labels. They called me up and said, want to come on air? And I thought, do I want to be on television? I don't know about that. And then I said, well, you can't. I can't use my name. And they said, but we can call you Diane. And that's a chapter in my book. So I got on TV, and I was doing washable silk. But I wanted something more. I had dressed rock and roll stars, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, the Jefferson Airplane, Sly and the Family Stone, Deep Purple, it goes on and on, all through the late 60s and the 70s. And I was so attached to denim.
Interesting.
I wanted to invent, as I went into middle age, a jean for a middle-aged body. And every fashion door was slammed in my face. So I finally talked some little factory into making me my own personal jean. And I'll never forget walking down 34th Street on the way to work, the garment district, and two guys were in a manhole cover, Con Ed guys, and one of them, they were cute too, cute and young. One of them stood up and said, hey girl, you got it going. And I was 60 years old.
That's
and here was a guy telling me
at 60 that you had it going on, and you embraced the wolf whistle.
And
Diane, talk to me about
almost 20 million jeans later in 13 years, 14 years, tell the story.
And here you are to tell the story.
Yeah.
When we were teasing you this morning, we talked about embracing your Act 3. What is your Act 3?
Okay,
For viewers at home who are, they're like, okay, I'm in it. I'm going to start my next act.
I'm a very dramatic girl.
I would
obviously.
never have guessed.
Yeah, I know. I really keep it under wraps, don't I? So I see my life as a fabulous Broadway play. Well, you have a beginning that kind of shows the roots and gives you a little view of where you're going.
Right.
You have the meat of it, but the real drama and the real extravaganza is always a third act.
It's always the third act.
How are you going to be remembered? Like for me now, my whole thing is to take my sisterhood, the women in my age group from, let's say, 55 onwards, make you feel better about yourself.
Well,
make you function
I know you
better
need
and
nothing to
happier.
make you feel better about yourself, but my friend, meteorologist Byron Miranda. is that her name?
No! You are my weather crush. Oh my gosh, yes, hug me, hug me, hug me.
Well, they're
Dressed
having.
Jimi Hendrix?
Yes,
Yes.
I
Oh
did.
my goodness.
I mean, you're in good
And
company.
Janis Joplin.
And Janis Joplin.
And on and on and on.
And what she didn't tell you, I was one of the construction guys that told her she
That
had
told her
it
she
going on.
had it going on. The book is
I was
called
like, go girl.
Too
I am
Young
your
to Be
loyal
Old.
fan.
Get it wherever
Love
you get your books.
Thank you. I
These
love it.
two are going to give each other accolades. Can you autograph this book for him?
Absolutely.
He's too old to be young, but that's okay. We still
He's
love
too old to be young.
He's
I'm
too old
too young to be old.
You two make a perfect match. Thank you so much,
Fabulous.
Lady Jean Queen. I love everything about you, and I hope you'll come back and visit.
I would love to.
Fantastic.
Thanks,
Thank you so
everybody.
much.